Hey, what's up guys, welcome to this Icon Player Review with me, your boy FIFA 1 HD, where we will be taking a look at the 86 rated Sebastian Veron. Now before we get into the review, as always, if you do enjoy the video, please hit that like button and subscribe, that really will help me out. Let me know what you guys think about this guy in the comments below. Also ask away with any questions, as I love answering what you guys have to say. So, it's in the team and the position that we've used him in. Now we're going to jump right into his attribute details, and as you can see, he's pretty much decent at absolutely everything. There are a few weak spots on the card, don't get me wrong. Agility and balance stands out. His slide tackle isn't particularly great. Also not amazing in the air. However, he does have some very, very good traits that make him a brilliant central midfielder to be using. His pace overall is usable enough at 70 and 70 for acceleration and sprint speed. Shooting wise, very, very solid. Yes, finishing could be a little bit better for those close range finishes, but I found he was okay enough. Attack positioning, shot power, long shots, volleys and penalties, all very tidy. His range of passing is one of the best bits about this card. Great vision, very good on the ball. His short and long range passing are really solid. Even has a bit of crossing ability too if he does find himself out wide. And then his free kicks and his curve are also really nice stats on the card. Dribbling wise, yes, the agility and balance, as we mentioned earlier, don't really live up to it, but reactions, ball control, dribbling and composure are all very good stats. Defensively, great with interceptions. His defensive awareness is solid enough, but I would look to maybe upgrade that area. And his stand tackle again, but thankfully, because he has the decent strength, he feels very aggressive, he feels very strong in game, even more so than the overall strength would suggest. He is able to win the ball back time and time again and really be that sort of holding midfielder who's got enough going forward to use it wisely and to create stuff, but also has that ability to win the ball back and be that defensive block in front of the back four. So we can also see on the traits that he does have the long passer and also long shot taker traits, as well as playmaker. So now let's jump into some in-game footage and hear what I thought about him. So my feelings on Veron were that he was a really solid player to use. If you're buying an icon like this, it's likely that you've probably got a really, really good team already, because if you're pumping all of your coins into one player, then I would not advise going for Veron, because he's not that sort of can do everything, feels incredible, he is the man of the match every single game. That's not his style. Some games you will barely notice him, some games you'll have a blinder. That is the truth with this card. But even in the games where you don't really notice him, there's a lot of good qualities that he is doing. He's moving the ball well, he's getting that little break of the ball in those 50-50 tackles that he's winning. He's just a solid player that really fits into the team well. And obviously being an icon, he does link with everything. So being a central midfielder where you can play him at cam, central midfield or CDM, you have a lot of options there to work in chemistry, which will always make him a very attractive proposition over regular players that do obviously have those sort of chemistry links because of their nation or their league, and that's their limitations. Whereas Veron can link to everyone, and he also has a good nation, which is always strong, and he really does play well in game for the most part. I found him very useful. Sprayed the ball around like he absolutely owned the park. Always had time on the ball, which is good because his agility and balance is pretty poor. You know, if you do try and play a pass or take a shot when he is off balance, you will notice that it's not very good. However, when he does have that time to come onto the ball and to really drive it forward, whether it's for a pass, to carry it forward with his decent enough dribbling, his usable enough pace, or for a really good shot, because he has an absolute rocket of a shot. He can definitely fire it past any of the top goalkeepers into the top corners, no problem at all. Veron can do that. His shooting is solid, will definitely score you goals. He makes good late runs into the box. That medium work rate is really, really nice for a central midfielder, which is exactly where I would advise to play him, to be quite honest. Overall, I just thought he was a really solid pick, and as I say, if you've got a really good team already and you're looking for a great icon that you can slot in that isn't ridiculously expensive and will get cheaper throughout FIFA, so if you are looking at this review later on in FIFA, I'm sure he'll be an absolute bargain, and one that I would definitely recommend. At the moment, he is expensive at around sort of 300 to 330k. That's his sort of ballpark price point. But for what you do get, it's a very class act and a really good player who can do a bit of everything, and one that you will definitely enjoy using. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.